So, concerning... I know this is a really weird start. I'm kind of going into the topic already. We're just going to be fighting him. I'm probably going to cut out some attempts. I always leave the first attempt in on a new episode, but aside from that, we will be going out the rest of the attempts. But I wanted to talk about something. So, my book, I'm still working on it. I am making more progress as of late than I have... I was about to say as of late rather than recently, but that does not work. As of late and recently are the same thing. So I'd say the past couple of days I've made more progress than I have in the past couple of weeks. And I am happy about that. Definitely. Just the thing is, it's maddening, honestly. And I'm not saying like the slow pacing of me writing it is maddening. It's concerning and I don't like it, but it's not maddening. The maddening aspect comes in the fact that where I am in the story specifically, because I love it so much and I have so many ideas for it that I can't wait to get to certain aspects in the story. And it's just the fact I'm moving so slowly through said story means it's taking longer to get to the aspects I'm looking forward to. Like, I enjoy all of it. Like, of course, I love all of the story. Are there some things I need to change? Sure, but I'll get to them in time when I need to do so. But I love the story for what it is, and I love where it's going. I love the characters so far. Some of them need some more work to really display who they are as a person. But currently they're fine. Could they use some work? Of course they could. It's early developments. But I still very much enjoy it. The problem is I just have so many ideas for where the story is going. I know exactly where it's going because I've made sure to write it down where I want it to go. How things are going to develop, how characters are going to develop. Some characters I don't have written down, I don't know where they're going to go, because I just have no idea. Would I like to know? Sure, but that kind of takes away from it a bit. I think it is valuable. It is very valuable to write down where you want a character to go, but it is equally valuable to also not know where to go. Because then, as the story unfolds whilst you're writing it, you can see what happens to them, you can see how they would react. Although maybe this is a very specific thing, because some people may be a bit confused when I say see how they would react when they're not real. I guess it's the same thing as like a self-insert. Like, if you play Persona 5, it'd be the same thing as Joker. Joker is a self-insert. He is a blank slate, essentially. He has a general backstory, but his decisions you can make for him. Who he hangs out with, who he spends time with, who he gets into a relationship with, the personas he focuses on. These are all blank slates you can build. The traits he focuses on, like his strength, his mind, his athleticism, stuff like that, his guts, how strong he is, whether he's confident, stuff like that. These are all things you can focus on, you can build. It's the same thing in Skyrim as well as in Fallout. Those are self-inserts because you're making that character. I think it's also a reason why in Prey Morgan doesn't talk. Sure, you have the memory of who Morgan was, but this new one, the one you're playing, is not that person. He's someone new, and you can essentially put what you want into him. You can express what you want through him. That's what the Norimos are. You can build your character the way you want to. So, the way... when I say see how the character reacts, it's something like that. I feel... I connect with the character whilst I'm writing them, and then how they would react is kind of expressed in how I feel they should react. I can't plan out every single detail. I'm not that kind of person. I will plan out major plot points, but the in-between of those plot points, I don't know. I don't know how they get to that position, I just know they need to get there. So the bit in between is what helps them grow. And that's where some characters develop in ways I don't foresee. Whilst I'm writing it, of course, I can reflect on how things are going and then push them towards a certain direction. That's typically how things go. I write a scene, see how they're reacting to said scene, see what they're doing in said scene, and then decide, okay, I like what they're doing there, I want to push them in this direction because of it. Something like that. And that's just, it's so good seeing my characters come about. Granted, still, they're not where I want them to be, they're still growing as people. Crap. They're still growing, and that is good. Growth is important. Especially for a long series. Growth is massively important for a long series. Okay. So currently, my main character Alex is still dull. I'd call him dull. I don't mind calling him dull because that's what he is. Essentially, he has something that dulls his emotions, so he doesn't act on emotion or even, you know, thought necessarily, because he doesn't think that too hard about it. To think about something intently, you have to have a desire to move towards, a goal to move towards. He doesn't have a goal to move towards because he doesn't have desire at all. You think logically, but you have to logically think towards a decision that would be preferable. Typically, whatever the preference is depends on you as a person, which desire you would find preferable. Well, preferable. I feel like I know one of them is a word, I'm pretty sure both of them aren't. I'm saying it wrong, and either way. Preferable. It depends on which you would find preferable as a person. Alex doesn't know any of this. He acts on the orders he's given. He is a blank slate. Unless the emotions are insane, like he's in the middle of a battle, about to die, he does not. Unless it's something like that, where it's like in his face, it is the height it can be as an emotion. He does not feel it. Like, he does not fear death at all, normally. But if he's in, like, a battle against someone of his level, or a higher level, and he's about to die, he will feel it. Because it's not as if he doesn't have emotions, he does have them. It's just he can't feel them because they need to be at an extreme state before he's allowed to feel. Well, it's not as if he's even allowed, it's not under his control. It's because of the way he was born. He was born with a black soul, which means his emotions are dulled from birth. What normal people feel, normal emotions, he considers true emotion. And it is something he does not have himself. Now, trying to write this kind of character is proving to be very difficult for me. Because I have to logic it out as in, he would not want this, but it is something he has to. Well, it's not as if he has to do it, because it's not as if he has any wants. He doesn't have wants. He just does what's in front of him, essentially. And since he's a soldier, typically what's in front of him is an enemy to fight, and that's what he does. He finds the enemy and just attacks and kills the enemy. Well, that's if he wants to kill them. If there's no reason to kill them and they're not a threat, he might just leave them alone. He doesn't care. He doesn't care whether they live or die. For him, none of it matters, because none of it affects him. Sure, if he's given an order to kill someone, he'll do it because he's given an order. He doesn't question orders, he simply follows through with it. And that's why I'm very interested in his development, because I of course plan to change this, because this is not a way to write a character. He is very difficult to write, and he's very difficult to relate to as a main character. So of course this needs to change, and it will change later down the line. But he is not the only one I'm interested in. Oh, hell no. There are so many characters I'm looking forward to. There's one I'm writing now. I've been looking forward to writing her for a while. Ow. I've been looking forward to writing her for a while, because she is very stoic, not prideful, but not well-mannered either. She's spiteful even, and condescending. Yeah, condescending words. But despite being condescending, she is also respectful when she feels people deserve it. So it's not just she's just freaking condescending to people who deserve it. Well, yeah, I guess that I would say that. If you deserve respect, she will give you respect, essentially. And I need to rework some of her scenes because I need to edit some of them. But her introduction, I love it so much. It just displays the kind of person she is. I need to rewrite it a bit, I think, to really properly give the kind of effect I want. But the initial draft is exactly what I wanted from her. It's so good. Oh, I don't know what that move was. I'm very surprised I didn't get hit there. Okay. I think I'm gonna die. I don't know. Is this going? Ah! Crap! I thought he was doing the big one. No, he's throwing little ones at me. Is there just flesh in there? Is he just throwing flesh bombs at me? I hope not. That's disgusting. That is awful. Sterilized it all. Okay. Ah, crap. Okay. I don't even know how much damage I'm doing to him. To be honest, I can't... Ah, crap. Okay. No! Got into that. That was my mistake. Okay, so the answer is I'm not doing good damage. I'm not. God damn. Okay, one more attempt and then I'm gonna start cutting them. I need to get him done today, honestly. I need to get him over with. I need to finish Bloodborne. Because whilst I am enjoying it, going through it again, loving it again, I have too many things I need to get through outside of this game. And managing 3 games at once is becoming a chore. Like, if you saw my upload yesterday, you'll see, for I think like an hour or something, Hogwarts Legacy was uploaded, the title wasn't there, God, what's it called? I can't remember what it's called. You know when you click on a video, it's got the, shows the image of the video, God damn it, what is it called? Basically, thumbnail. The thumbnail's not there. The reason that happened was because I uploaded it and then I walked to work, and on the walk to work I kind of just forgot about it, so I didn't even realise until I was at work, and at that point, well, I was at work, I was kind of screwed. But then I remembered I can unlist things, I can private it until I was able to adjust the thumbnail and the title, so that's what I had to do. It still took me like an hour to realise, and I couldn't edit, change it before then. So I do apologise for that. That was awful of me. It does bring me on to something I did want to mention, I guess. I've been feeling a bit apprehensive about the YouTube thing as of late. Growth is slow. I expected this, but snail pace is slower than I think I was. Not emotionally, because emotionally, my emotions are all over the place. YouTube doesn't really affect us too much. I think mentally, I wasn't expecting how slow it was going to take. So it's been a slight concern, but then again, I do understand. It's just I wasn't mentally prepared for how slow things would be, which is something I failed to account for. Definitely my fault. No. Bad Orphan. I'm still mad that my first attempt I just killed him back. Concerning the whole, I wanted to move back onto the characters in the book. So, concerning my book, I do want to write more of it because, like I said, the plot points I look forward to, I'm still not quite there yet. Still not quite there. I'm still getting to them. But even with that said, I still feel good. I feel like it's going well. It's taken me far longer to get through some parts of it than I expected it would. But at the same time, that's just down to my own lack of working on it, I suppose, because I'm doing other stuff. So it's down to me as well. But besides the fact that it's taking longer than I expected, I also need to just dedicate more time to it in general. That would help me get through some of the things I need to get through. But with that said, I am going to kind of leave you here. I'm going to start cutting out attempts for fighting Orphan, just because it will make things simpler. So I shall see you then. Goodbye. So I am leaving this tempted because I really want to talk about something. So inspiration for me is very important. I feel like it's important for everyone, but it helps me massively in my desire and my capability to write. Because I've expressed multiple times how I am annoyed with my lack of writing as of recently. What helps is inspiration. Specifically, I'm referring to the collection tab I have in TikTok. It's just it's called, like, you have playlists in TikTok of your favourite videos. I have one just called Inspiration. It is full of so many videos just that inspire me to write. It is just full of loads of them. And so whenever I do want to write, I always put that on, which helps. Because it gives me ideas. Well, it doesn't give me ideas, but it reminds me of ideas I had when first seeing the TikTok. Crap. And I won't talk about it because I just found another one. It really made me want to write a certain character. So, Carl from The Walking Dead. It was specifically a video about Carl and Negan talking, where Negan makes him take off the eye patch, and Carl is like almost crying essentially, which is understandable. He's still a kid after all. And Negan says this. He apologizes for making him do it. And I love both of these characters in this moment. I love Negan because he's not just some bad guy set on evil. He's not insane. He's not stupid. And he's not hell-bent on just causing suffering. He does what he needs to because he needs to do it. Because he believes he needs to do it. He kills someone in order to convince others to know not to get out of line. He does it to show them that this is the new way of life. If they get out of line, they will be hurt for it. The group will be punished for it. He doesn't go over the top if he doesn't need to. He sets a point and then leaves it at that. And with kids and women specifically, he tries to avoid hurting them. Because he's not insane. He doesn't like hurting people. Do I think he enjoys Lucille a bit too much? Of course he does. Like, he goes around bashing people's brains in with a baseball bat. I do think he gets a sense of enjoyment out of control. I don't think there's any disputing that. Do I think he's like the governor or like Alpha in that he is just insane, that power and control is all he wants? Hell no. He does what he needs to survive. Sure, he enjoys it, but that only helps him to keep control of what he has. He doesn't go out personally seeking more groups to take control of. If they come across a group, they take control. It's not as if they're actively searching for more. Simon suggests that's what they do. They go out and search for more groups. But Negan doesn't want to. He wants to get the groups he has under control. And so specifically, Carl is a wasted opportunity in the show. He is so good in the show. And they waste him so much. Like, he should have succeeded after Rick, honestly. Ah, crap. I'll get the carry there. Yeah, he should have succeeded Rick. Absolutely. And it reminds me of something I want to write. Not really a prodigy, but more so growth, because I don't know if I want to give Alex a kid. I don't intend to really give him one because that would have to go through the whole freaking growing up process, and I don't want to do a time skip like that. So more than likely I'm not going to give him any kind of kid until the end of the series, and that's if he stays the main character until the end of the series. Like I said, I let things evolve naturally. If he doesn't stay the main character, then so be it. I would like it for him to be, but hell, I'm open to change. JoJo's does changing main characters really well, so that's a big inspiration. But I don't really care for the whole kid thing, so unless Alex is in the end of the series, or like halfway through the series, he has a kid, and then it skips if he is ahead where Alex has died, then I'm probably going to avoid that. But what is a better avenue for something like that, I feel, is adoption. He could adopt someone. This, of course, under the premise that I want to give him a kid of some sort. It doesn't even have to be Alex, specifically. It could be someone like his enemy, like someone he's defeated before, and like near the start of the series, and then later on, when it's been a few years, the kid of that enemy has come after him. They've spent all this time. They spent all this time training and getting ready in order to go after him. What the hell? I swear I saw a thing. They spent all this time getting ready just to hunt him down. Like, I'm sure people who know Carl and respect Carl and what he is will understand my desire after seeing a Carl edit. It's just, he had so much potential. And the line, the line Negan says specifically, "I forget you're just a kid," just resonates. There you are. I can't get over there. Resonates so well with me. There is so much potential in that one line. So many stories could come out of it. Specifically, stories about a kid being put through something horrible because of the situation, because of who they are, maybe. And they adapt to it, they evolve to overcome it. Well, not overcome, but necessarily adapt to the times. Like Carl had to. He had to grow and become a killer, essentially, because that's what the world demanded of him. And there is just so much you can do with that. A kid driven to become strong. Become stronger than the father, the mother, stronger than anyone, because that's what they need to do just to survive. It's not as if they want to become this strong, it's not as if they want to hurt people, but they don't have a choice if they want to live. Okay, I didn't actually expect to get that one. And it's just, there is so much potential in stories like that, even if it's not the main character you're focusing on, even if they aren't the main character, these children specifically, even if it's just a main character, you have so much potential to expand with them, to help them grow. And I think that's what I enjoy the most out of characters, the potential for their growth. Carl had so much potential to grow, to become strong, to become stronger, because he was already strong, especially for the world he was in. And that's what I enjoy the most out of characters, the potential for growth, the things they can grow into. And that's why I think I care so much about that line, "I forget you're just a kid," because it offers so much potential for a character's growth. Not merely just from them growing to get weak again after having to become strong, but also them growing to become strong in the first place, to have to adapt to the situation just to survive. That's the kind of growth that they need to undertake, and it's kind of growth they need to not necessarily revert back from, but evolve in a different way, that they don't need to always be strong. That they can be weak if they want to, because they are still children. And there's so much potential. And I really wanted to highlight the fact that just small things like that can be full of so much story, so much potential themselves. They could expand it into so many different characters, so many different storylines, and it can help more than just the character it's specifically related to. Like if you go with the whole orphan idea, having someone to care for, having someone to help you nurture, could help both characters, the one they're nurturing and the one who's doing the nurturing. So if I gave Alex someone to adopt, someone to help him grow, it could help both him and that person. And it would just... It just has so much growth, so much that can happen back. So I did actually get close to killing Orphan on my last attempt, the one before this one. But the thing, yeah, that's what got me. That, I don't know what I got hit by, but I got hit by like the attack 3 times, and it decimated my health. I got hit by that lightning 3 times, and my health just disappeared. Okay. I'm no longer confident in hitting. I know you can visceral attack him because I did it in the last attempt. Somehow. Oh, I think I'm dead. Yeah. Alright, so that's what I wanted to talk about anyway. I guess I'll be right back again. The reason we're at Lawrence is because I cannot beat Orphan at the moment. And I kind of need to get this video on. I need like 5 more minutes of footage. So... fighting Lawrence! He is one of the bosses I need to get done anyway. He's the last optional main game boss I have to finish, so he is needed. I guess technically the Queen would be the last optional main game boss since she's in the main game. Oh crap. He's gonna be pissy now, isn't he? Yep. He's gonna be mad at me now. Hit the sword! Hit the sword! Why didn't you hit the sword? No, focus on the sword. Focus on... There we go. Okay, so to explain that attack a bit, because I haven't shown it off before, that attack... Oh. Essentially, whenever he sticks his sword into the ground... Oh crap, he's going for it. Yeah. A large ball of weapons appears above it. If you played Final Fantasy 15, think of it basically his version of all of the king's weapons. You can basically just do that. Ow. Deal. So essentially, what you need to do is hit the sword and then it will get rid of the ball, and so the swords won't come down to... The hell did it go? Crap. I can show it off. Oh crap. Right, I thought you put the sword down. Did you not put the sword down? Am I losing it? I swear you put the sword down somewhere. I thought he put it over there, but nothing appeared. Weird. Alright. Where's your goddamn thing? Thank you. Crown of Illusions. I did change up my outfit a bit to try to get some resistance towards what Orphan uses, and I kind of like the crown, so we're probably going to leave it with the crown. Alright, let's get this done and then we'll end the episode. Sorry I didn't actually beat him this time, but I need more damage or something. It's not health, because I'm actually doing far better, I'm learning him a lot better, so it's not health that's a problem, it's just longevity. I just cannot last long enough in the fight, which sounds weird because I said it's health, but he has certain attacks which just decimate me. So it's not a matter of I need more health, it's a matter of I need more damage. Each damage is like tickling him, I need more. Alright, let's get this done. Let's go meet the Queen, then we'll end things there. We'll start next episode with Are these on wheels? No, they're just spiral patterns. I thought they was on wheels. Yeah, no, we'll go meet the Queen and then we'll end things there. Hello, Queen! Visitor. I know, Queen. I'm coming. I needed that. Kneel down.
Visitor. Yeah, what?
I will swear oath.
If I
Sir Vile Bloods. She gave me a lot of crap there. Obviously the best faction because, well, it has a cute lady as the lead. I'm so sorry for what's going to happen. So sorry. You'll be fine though. We'll deal with it. Anyway, I'm going to end things there. Like, share, subscribe, comment, all the good stuff. I hope you all enjoyed. I'll see you later where hopefully we can be Orphan. So I'll see you then. Goodbye.